Alright guys, welcome back to another high-tech redneck video. We're back with Railroad Corporation 2, and this is episode 2 of our Sandbox mode. Where we left off yesterday, we're in September of 1881. We have 3 cities connected: Indianapolis, Oxnard, and Fountain Valley. And right now we're focused mostly on lumber. We got wood going from Oxnard to Fountain Valley. We have lumber going from Fountain Valley to Indianapolis, and we also have lumber going from Oxnard to Indianapolis. So, we're exactly where we left off on the last episode. Well, we were 120,000, now we're up to 186. And Oxnard now demands wood. Well, they can self-supply. I've been looking at where we expand. I think our next expansion probably should be grain. We can bring some grain over. They need... How many does our town need? Our town needs 16 right now, but it'll continue to grow. So we could start supplying them, and it's not all that far to put a grain field over there. So let's see what that costs, and then we could get started at least with having a grain field. So we're looking at $51,000 to put a railroad in. It's going to cost 100. We've got 194. We've only got about 140,000 left. It's going to be an expensive rail. We have enough wood. They're low on wood, so we can keep processing that route. I think we're okay. We can go ahead and put in our train station. Now, what I didn't look at is the ley lines here. I want to come around the back, I think. That way I don't have issues with trains piling up in the front of our station. A little further, does it get rid of those houses? Oh. Why? Why are those houses a problem? Let's go a little further away, maybe? Okay, that sneaks around them. Okay, where was our city? Up there? Let's stay near the water, I guess. It's going to be an expensive line, but at least then we can reuse it later. Okay. All right. For 134,000, Indianapolis demands a lot of things. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, let's get this route going real quick just for some extra money. And this guy is going to go from Waukegan with 5 grain, and he's going to go to Fountain Valley and offload 5 grain. Let's save that. And then now let's look at this, because we have... I feel like I need a dedicated train to go from Fountain Valley to Indianapolis. And now that I have 2 rails up here, I need to split this line up as well. We have 85,000. Let's go ahead and just keep running so we can get our money going. We'll start working on getting rid of maybe this line for now. Okay. Now we'll build another one parallel to this. Then it'll connect. Okay, confirm. So now we have dedicated lines down there. Actually, we're missing out up here. Do we have any social land? Yes, we do. Let's get this going. Let's get our bank going, because that's just extra cash. Oh, actually, I only have 100,000. Let's not do that yet. Let's get us another train going. And it's going to go from Fountain Valley to Indianapolis. And it's just going to do people. All right, save. All right, so now we got a train running that route with just people on it. The one problem I see with Indianapolis is we've only got one way in and out right now. And we got a lot of trains going to Indianapolis, so that might be a mistake. Actually, I see another way. We could just do one of these numbers and give ourselves a second way in for 22,000. That's not bad. That might help alleviate some traffic. Yep, T5 is going to take that route. Awesome. Okay, that definitely helps. Oh, wait, did I have to... Oh, I put a little tiny bridge in? Oh, but we've now got a route up here to this railroad station in Waukegan. I wonder how much it costs to put a bridge across this. Let's say if we started there and went there. $400,000. Wow, that's going to be expensive. At some point, we might think about that. Honolulu has a coal mine, and that's relatively close. Indianapolis wants coal. Costs 22... And they're willing to pay 12. What? 10 grand per? Well, I could do a line back and forth there just taking coal, couldn't I? Oxnard also wants coal. So I think it might make sense to set up our coal mine next, because we could have 2 destinations for it. but we definitely got to get our money up. Speaking of our money, it's 106,000 to research the next vehicle, but it goes 70 miles an hour. My current ones only do 55. But we're making decent money now. All right, well, we're going to pause for a few minutes. We're going to try and get up to like 500,000, and then I'll be right back with you. And now we're back. One change I just made. I realized I'm dumb. I've been selling lumber for $11,000 here to the lumber mill so that I get some planks to sell. However, if I sell wood directly to the city, it's worth twice as much, $23,000. So I changed one of my trains to deliver 2 of their wood to the city and the rest of the lumber mill because I still want to get a plank out of it. Actually, it's 3 to 2. See, I'm delivering 3 to the lumber mill, so I can actually take 2 planks and then offload 2 planks. And then when I go to Oxnard, I load up just wood because that's all they got. Okay. And Oxnard is now producing more, so we're up to 566,000. Now is the time to figure out what we want to do next. I think we need to connect Honolulu. Indianapolis wants coal, so that's $12,000 there. Oxnard wants coal, that's another 12,000. So I think I need to connect Honolulu probably to Indianapolis and Oxnard to start. So let's work on how much is this railroad going to cost us? 51,000. That's not horrible. Let's put that there. For now, we're going to start with 1 track. We're just going to get this guy over to Indianapolis, and we're actually going to give them their own entrance. So let's do that and confirm. We'll go in here. We'll add a track to this guy. Probably should add a repair shop here. And then let's continue building this up into, whoops, wrong button, railroad, up into there. Confirm. All right, so now we got that, so we can do a route from Honolulu with as much coal as we can get. 8, how much do they even need? They need 12, okay. Let's do that for now and see how that works out. Over to Indianapolis, and we'll offload all of it. And then we can do one more down to Oxnard, but let me add another station here. And let's go ahead and just upgrade this stuff. Cheaper maintenance, let's do cheaper refueling, faster refueling, and faster maintenance. And then we will take a track. Let's pause. Let's add a track to this guy. Let's just keep this super clean. Add a new facility. We'll do a repair shop right away. What we'll do is we'll delete this part of the track, and we'll bring it back into the top for 25 grand. And then we'll have a parallel come out of here to there. All right, and now we can run another train from Honolulu to Oxnard. Do Oxnard. Go for it. And then how many do they want? They want 13. So the question is, how quickly can they use these? I might need to have 1 train doing both. Who else? We want coal up here for 15 grand. Yeah, I don't know what I can do there. All right, so we're up to 7 trains running. Only 1 is running grain right now into our city. Indianapolis also needs grain. Might be worth looking to put a warehouse eventually in the city here because they're kind of midway along. How much is a warehouse? 354,000 plus 30, so 380,000. I mean, it would help. We could start warehousing things. That or we buy the lumber mill. Lumber mill's 593,000, but then we could sell our boards for $30,000 in the city. So as soon as I make 20 boards, that seems like the right way to. I think we should do that. Buy our lumber mill. Wait, we can buy boards for 30,000 and sell them for 29. So we'd lose money. I don't understand that. Oh wow, we just made some good money. We're up to 536,000 again. Honolulu's trucking. We're doing good. I could do Waukegan to Honolulu. That would attach those. And then Deltona's eventually going to need coal. And I have clay in Annapolis, so I could use a single train maybe to get coal and clay. How much does it use? It needs 3 clay, 1 coal, and 1 quartz makes a brick. It's a brickwork. The brick is worth 27,000. Shreveport has the quartz. So I could. Are they buying grain? They're buying grain for 16,000. So that would give me 13,000 for each grain. Oxnard. We're already connected to Oxnard. What do they want? Okay, now they want passengers. We can do passengers. We can do Oxnard to Indianapolis. So Oxnard, you're going to pick up. Whoops. Oxnard, you're going to. No, Indianapolis, you're going to pick up people. 4 people, and then we go to Oxnard and let them off. That'll make that route more profitable. You're going Indianapolis to Oxnard. So Indianapolis, and then Oxnard wants people. Fountain Valley. Where's Fountain Valley? That's my city. All right, maybe that'll help. Add some people to every route, or some of the routes at least. What is T5 doing? T5 is just people transport, so I think that guy can actually go away. Let's let him deliver in Indianapolis. You're not going to load anybody, though. I'm taking that off your route. Once you offload, I'm deleting you. T7 is Honolulu to Oxnard. There's no people anywhere there, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh, he has more coal than they can use, though. That is a problem. All right, Oxnard doesn't need any more coal, and they process it 182 seconds. That takes forever. So let's go ahead and just get rid of this train. So I could take grain from Waukegan over to Richland and make money that way. 18,000, 3,000. So that'd make me 15 grand times 6, 5. Oh, that'd be an easy one. They supply grain, they want grain, and they make meat. They buy meat for 30,000 a piece. Okay. Let's get this going back and forth. Grain down here, meat back up. We've got $1 million. So we'll put this right next to the grain field. We'll go ahead and just add a track to it right away. We got the money. We'll put a repair shop on it. And 500 grand for a train depot. I don't think we want another train depot. I think we want to get all these connected up at some point. So we'll work on, how do I get a train up there? Oh gosh. It's gonna have to come all the way around. How much is that gonna cost me? I'm already at 116. 170. Okay, well, we can get it up there. 237. It's still cheaper than another station. Oh, but we're gonna have to go through the woods there. Okay, that's where it's gonna get expensive. How much is that? 200,000. Okay. Undo. Let's add. Actually, let's undo that. I want to take it a little more. It's probably going to cost more, but I want to take it a little more this way, just so that we're there. Okay, let's do that. Confirm. Let's put another station over here in the farm. We'll add a track to that guy right away. We'll do cheaper refueling here, and then we'll connect these guys. So this goes there, and then we need that. Got a little cheaper then. Oxnard's demanding lumber now. All right, let's confirm that. And we're going to set something from Kirkland to Pontiac. From Kirkland to Pontiac and offload whatever it can there. So go back here, offload to. So save. All right. Oh, did I put another dang bridge? Jesus, I need to pay attention to that. That sucks. Okay. Waukegan's still running grain. How much do we need? 14 out of 33. Okay. We're back up to 694,000. I think playing smartly and not taking loans has definitely helped us. Although this is a long route, so we'll see how this works out. Like I said, he's going to do grain down here and then take the meat back, because the meat alone is 36,000. Only costs 10, so that's 30,000 per trip. That's pretty good. So we've connected a couple more cities this episode. We have gotten our coal going. I feel like we definitely need to get over to Flour Mound next. I see grain down there. That's a bit of a haul, but then I could get some flour going and we could turn flour into some other products. But for right now, oh, they're full. We got to find a better route for this. So he needs to go load 8 in Honolulu. He needs to go to Indianapolis and offload 4. And then he needs to unload 3 passengers maybe, and then go down to Oxnard. And at this point, he should have 4 of those and 3 of those. What? I'm confused. How would it be overloaded? Oh, it's overloaded here. Got it. Okay. That should work. And we're not going to wait to offload any of those. So we're going to go there. We're going to try and offload at least 2. We're going to go to Oxnard and we're going to try and offload at least 2. Everything's looking good. We're making some good money. We're back up to $1 million. I think this is a good place as any to end episode 2. We've definitely gotten almost all the way to the north edge of the map. We're nowhere near the south edge of the map. We got a ways to go, but these cities will keep expanding and wanting more and more stuff, so we'll just keep expanding our railroads. Appreciate you guys tuning in for the second episode, and I hope you enjoy. Have a great rest of your day.